What a fantastic time I had on the build of this Roman Props Mark 1. I was very lucky to be able to collaborate with Dmitry Shtok over at ShtokCustomWorx, his company and mine, which is Gem Creations. It's a new company, but I've been around for a fairly long time, as a lot of people know. We were able to work together, and I was able to help him out in terms of the installation and the kind of the prototype testing and feedback once the actual practical application of installing that chassis into this particular Saber started. There's a lot that we had to change. His designs are absolutely fantastic and incredibly well thought out. So they're just simple things such as wire runs and making things a little bit easier to get together. All in all, the end result was fantastic. So of course we have a Roman Props Mark 1 with a Rudy Pando crystal chamber, with the ShtokWorx custom chassis and the Gem Creations install. So where do we start? Well, we'll start right from the back here. First of all, the chassis fits here, as you're going to see. There's multiple ways to get into the chassis for access. Now the tolerances here are absolutely amazing. They're minus millimeter range. The fit is absolutely flawless. So this is a bit of a review video as well, but I'll tell you right now, spoiler alert, positives all around. So we have the main chassis here, of course. This will be swapped out for a brass mesh that'll be quite a bit more conclusive in terms of blocking off that area, but the silver is what I had right now. The brass is on order, of course, and the same with the bottom, just to give that, a little bit more of a finished feel to it. The panels pop off top and bottom, but there is a large level of kung fu, cram fu that you're going to find to fit all of the different wiring for the crystal chamber. Of course, the recharge port, the rice port, because you have to have the rice port if you want to have a full load Saber, and of course the SD card access is right there. Like I said, there's multiple ways to get into it. The chamber, or the chassis is incredible. It's very, very well designed, and that just fits, and you can just feel it. Just listen to that. Oh, unbelievable. Roman sure knows what he's doing when he's coming up with these sabers. Now another way to get in, of course, is you can just remove the sync knob. Comes right off, and then you have all the access there. And finally, last but not least, of course, you can come in through the bottom of the pommel, because the speaker is up here. The speaker is not in the pommel here. And of course, there's all of your access there. Now here's the key. No key. No kill key. Prizm 5.1, deep sleep mode. I don't like kill keys. Kill keys, unless it's requested by my clients, will not be going in the Sabers because they drive me absolutely bonkers. It's 2018, guys. No kill keys required, which of course Irv at Plector Labs has been able to incorporate into all of his soundboards now. This, I don't access it through here very often, simply because as well as it fits, it can be a little finicky to get this post back inside properly, and it's of course just easier to use the sync knob area, or if I need to access it through here. Crystal reveal. Now, to be clear, my camera, for some reason, as you can tell on my Solos Hold version 2 here, my camera for some reason is picking up the darker greens as almost a yellow. I'm not too sure why it's doing that. Rest assured, in real life, it is a proper brass style look. So of course we'll open that up there. You can have a look, and the chamber is incredible. I just absolutely love it. These are using Dmitry Shtok's 3D printed parts, some Greblies, of course, that I made for myself, as well as a few of Rudy's former pieces. Now this is in off. It's completely off, of course. So when we go out of standby mode, into standby mode, you've got this beautiful illuminated shunts down here for power, as well as at the top, of course, and an authentic quartz crystal in there that's been sized to be perfect for this particular crystal chamber. Now, in real life, this is pure white. It's very, very beautiful. On my camera, it looks a little yellow, but I've got some pictures that you can have a look at. I'll post them below, of course, so that you can check it out. Now, when you are ready to have game on, of course, you have an absolutely beautiful blue, solid illumination. And of course I have this matched to the blade, so you're going to see, you can't tell really on the camera, but it does have the pulse and the flicker. And of course you can see it through here, absolutely spectacular. And yeah, there's my demo. What I did for the flash on clash is there's actually a Tri-Cree that I installed inside here, because I knew it wouldn't be on very often. And it gives you that unbelievable looking flash on clash in here, more than you would be used to seeing. But I really wanted to reference that it's quite powerful, and it looks unbelievable in real life. It's got that beautiful amber look, and then of course back to the standby white. Again, there's no kill key, so you can simply just close her down, lock her up. Oh, feel that. It's just amazing. Now this is not currently secured down, the clamp card. I'm actually replacing the speaker that's currently in there. I'm not happy with it. I'm going to be replacing it with one of Adrian Tan's amazing speakers, because just blown away by the sound of them. So right now this is a little bit loosey-goosey, but of course it will be sealed with E6000 right here, so that this can't move at all. But we have to wait until the speaker's here. And of course with the E6000, it's very easy if you really need to just push it out. But when it's in there, it's not going anywhere. As well, of course, on the front at the emitter section here, we have Dmitry Shtok's Shine Through blade plug, which looks really like $1,000,000. Fantastic looking. And one thing I'm going to point out as well, with the crystal chamber, when the crystal is on, the shunts still stay a solid pure white. This was harder to accomplish than you might expect, just because of the intensity of the LED in here, but it ended up looking really, really impressive. So it looks like you've got that power flowing, but the crystal is, of course, the different colors. So just something I wanted to point out there. Now, obviously, you guys will probably want to see the blade demo here, so I'm just going to pause the video really quickly. I'm going to pop out this, the blade plug here, of course, and then we'll show you what it looks like with the blade on. Now, I'm pretty sure most people know, of course, that Plector Labs has some pretty amazing motion sensing. You know, that's one thing I didn't show, which I'll put the blade in a second here, but it's just, of course, spot on. And the new Prizms are pretty much as good as the Crystal Focus 8 when it comes to, you know, keeping up with the motions. It's really quite exceptional. So let's put the blade in. Okay, so I have, of course, taken the blade plug out. Don't mind the Band-Aid. It tends to happen when you drop your soldering iron on your wrist, part of being a smith, just part of the process. So here we go. I will let that blade speak for itself. It looks insane. Now, keep in mind, guys, cameras do tend to exaggerate what you're seeing. In real life, you're not going to see that crazy glow that's coming around on the camera, but it's still very, very bright and very, very pleasing, especially for, this is just a crappy old blade that I had, because it was the only thin-walled blade I had, which of course has to be used in the emitter there. And then when you come down to this side, and you have a look at the crystal chamber at the same time, and look at that, just amazing. The blue is actually slightly different from each other. I am probably going to swap this Tri-Cree out for a royal blue. Not that this isn't accurate, but of course with the Prizm I can do color mixing if I want this blue, or I can have a more royal blue, which I personally prefer because I think it's a cooler color. But there you go. And then of course, and the blade references as well. Now, something to keep in mind, I am going to dial some blue out of this, because right now it's pretty hard to see the amber, so I'll just dial that back a little bit. But all in all, geez, not much more I can say. Very, very happy. It's pretty spectacular. And lock that down, and it is solid. Like this thing feels, it's very heavy compared to most of the sabers that I have, but it's heavy in a quality sort of way, not in a just a bulky, stupid sort of way, because it's probably about twice as heavy as my version 2, but it's okay because it feels real. So there you have it, guys. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, or if this is something you might want to look for yourself. We can certainly work something out, but it is a very complicated build. So just be prepared for that if you do message me and you're looking to have this done. It's not an easy one. It's doable for pretty much anybody if you have some skills, but there is a tremendous amount to it if you want it to this level there. But be more than happy to help you out. So there you go. Gem Creations install, Dmitry Shtok chassis, Rudy Pando crystal chamber, and of course the Roman props Mark 1. I am over the moon with it. I'm super happy with it. I hope you guys are happy as well, and we'll see you next time.